When creating an assembly drawing, it is important to choose an appropriate view that will show all parts. For example, for the current assembly, this front view will not show all the parts, and therefore is not informative enough. The same may be said for different views. If you cannot find an appropriate view in the orientation, you can choose to change the view orientation. This will link you back to your file. Notice I'm creating a custom view. Using any of the tools in my navigation bar or in my ribbon, I'm able to change my view. Once I get to what I feel is an appropriate view, I can finish my custom view, and that will be sent to my drawing file, that I can then place my view. Let's shade the view as well by double-clicking and choosing a shaded style. Next, you'd likely want to create a balloons and parts list. Under the Annotate tab, you'll see Parts List and Balloons. Let's create a parts list. It asks me which view I'd like to select. I can simply click on the view, and it knows all the parts associated with that file. Pressing OK, I can place my parts list. We can change the size later. Notice the items listed in the part, and the quantity for each of those items is linked to the part number, which in this case is the file name. Let's get rid of this empty description column by right-clicking and selecting Edit Parts List. The description column can be deselected by using the Column Chooser. Select Description and Remove. I can also change the width of my parts list by simply grabbing the dot and changing the size. Next, let's balloon our presentation view. You'll notice that I have different parts, and when ballooning I can select each one individually or do an auto balloon. It asks me to select a view set. I'll select this view. It asks me to add or remove components. You can either select each component individually or simply highlight all components, and all of them are selected. To select the placement, you could place them around the parts. They'll give you a preview. You could even do horizontally or vertically. When pressing OK, you'll notice that each of the part files is then linked to the table. Sometimes the placement of views needs to be edited to be more appropriate. Notice that the path of this one crosses across another part. I can simply move it over. You can change any other ones as appropriate to better clarify which part goes with which number.